What's up guys, it's John here. I hope you guys are all well. We are back here in KLCC Twin Tower, the magnificent Twin Tower just right behind me. The whole entire sequence of video that you just saw just now was shot with the 15 to 35mm F2.8 Canon RF lens. How does this lens perform for videographers like you guys? Let's stay tuned and find out. Unlike the EF counterpart, this new line of RF zoom lenses has a protruding zoom barrel. It's a feature, not a bug. It's a feature, not a bug. I like that smaller footprint of a lens for me to keep in my bag whilst I'm traveling. But the question is, how does the lens perform when balanced on a gimbal like this? What I have with me is a Zhiyun Rebuild S gimbal. It has a payload of about 4 kilos, so on the EOS R with the 15 to 35mm f2.8 and with the extension of about 2 cm on the barrel, the motor could take it. 15mm is very wide and it can be cinematic. Well, a lot of lenses can be cinematic, but the ultra wide makes the lens pretty convenient to include a lot in a frame. At 35mm, it is a good walkabout focal length, which makes the lens pretty useful. It really depends what kind of look you are going for. This is really wide angle. Isn't this majestic? But if you were to purchase one lens and one lens only, perhaps this is not the most versatile lens that Canon actually produced. Stay tuned for my next video about the 24-70 coming soon. But we love photography and videography. One lens is just not enough. I just gotta save up for this lens. There will not be one lens that fits all. Each and every lens gives a different characteristic to the viewer. I mostly utilize the lens to show that we can include the entire KLCC tower in the field of view. A wide angle is also used to bring action closer to the audience. It gives a different depth in storytelling. I'm about 1 arm's length. I'm shooting at 15mm. It's 1mm wider than the predecessor 16 to 35 EF lens. And it's great for vlogging like this, the talking head. And if I'm a travel vlogger, I'll be introducing KLCC this way. Check out the Twin Tower, so beautiful, it's so majestic, and I can spin around, do the YouTube vlogger thing, and then talk to you guys again. Both of these frames were shot with 15mm handheld, one with IS and one without. Can you spot the differences? Well, I can. The right one is with IS and the left is without. Here's a slight problem. I've been shooting these videos all in 1080p throughout the day. While usually I like to shoot in 4K, the EOS R crops into the sensor when shooting in 4K, which results of me not having the benefit of the 15mm. The entirety of this video was shot at 1080p with the EOS R. Now some are in 35mm, but most of the ultra wide ones that you see are 15mm. This is how the 15mm looks like on the EOS R at 1080p. We can see the Twin Tower entirely. And without me moving the lens, the tripod and the framing, I've swapped to the EOS R's 4K, and this is how the 15mm looks like at 4K. We have a lot of locals over there, parked next to KLCC, and over there there's a family. It looks like it's not just me. A lot of locals here in Malaysia are really proud of this magnificent KLCC Twin Tower because it's just beautiful. Look at that, it's just picturesque.
So overall, the image quality of the 15-35 is phenomenal. Now this lens is great for vloggers who are going to be walking and filming themselves on the talking head. This lens is made to be on a gimbal. It works perfectly on a VBS that can take up to about 4+ kilos on the payload. If you're going to do travel log with this is one lens that you might just bring along. There's really nothing much to not like about this lens except for a very steep price point. If you are looking at the 16-35mm, perhaps maybe the RF 15-35mm is the way to go moving forward. Man, what a day. The majestic KLCC right here looking really, really nice. Now I hope these videos will give you an insight how the 15-35mm look and feel. If you haven't watched a previous video about the 15-35 for photography, click right here. Alright, the frame is so wide I do not know where to point. Otherwise, if you like this video, do thumbs up. Or if you love this channel, do subscribe so that you will know the next video is going to drop. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.